The Story of Good Friday, A Mother's Perspective by Sophia. Come unto me, all ye that labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. It had been dark for a long time, but I knew in my heart that one day he would come. So I trusted, and I waited. There were many who had come before, and there would be many who would come after, but I awaited the one who was chosen. I was waiting for Yeshua, the one who could save me, my Logos, my twin soul. I had fallen long before from a place of light to realms below where I was all alone, floating in a dark void. Over time, my being filled with the stories of my children, but their works reflected the darkness of the void in which we hung, and I was heavy with their suffering. After many millennia, a point of light, a microcosm of the great sun, was born upon my face, and I knew it was he, the prophesied Son, who had come to transform my pain and redeem me from this fallen realm. He grew, and I waited, though the short years of my children were as mere days to me. Then at last the day came, indeed the very hour upon which my fate hung, and my entire being thrilled in anticipation of what was to come. I saw him kneel, I heard him pray, I felt the depths of his spirit open wide to encompass my own. As he began to sense the weight of what I carried, he shuddered. His mortal frame feared it would not have the strength to take on such an unfathomable load. He cried out to his Father, asking if it were possible that he might be released from this task he had descended to perform, to drink from that bitter cup, the cup of my womb, the sacred chalice which yet held in its depths the blood of all my children, the dead, the living, and those yet to play out their own stories. For all are part of one great story, of suffering, of salvation. Then he turned to me again and bravely opened his heart as wide as it could open, and I released it all, every last pain of my heart, every hurt, every fear, every joy, every experience of every creature, of every child, of every one of my children, who would ever be born of earth, ever be born of me. I had held all this in the field of my memory, of my spirit for so long, and my anguish had been so great that my heart had broken long, long ago. I watched then as his heart was broken too. Suddenly I felt light as I had ever felt since the beginning of my long journey into darkness and pain. I shook for joy, knowing then that my journey would be one of redemption, and that I would at last return to the heavenly realms. My heart wept in wonder and swelled as it married his, and what were once two hearts became one, perfect, complete, whole, true at one mint. But then they came, his brothers, my children, with swords and staves, with malice in their eyes and fear in their hearts. They did not understand, for how could they? How can a human heart ever truly comprehend what the human mind could never fathom? I watched sorrowing as they took him, stripped him and beat him. I watched as they hung him, and I trembled again. I shook so violently that this time all of my children felt and saw my grief at the cruelty of his suffering, my Logos, my Yeshua, my Saviour. Before night fell it was over, his spirit departed from his body, yet his soul remained united with my own, for now we were one, united in heart forever in our love for our children. And when I saw him rise again on the third day, I knew that, in time, I too would rise again. With this as my solace, I turned my face to the heavenly realms and began my long journey of ascension. And now it will not be long before we are again fully reunited, in body as well as spirit, for he has been waiting for me, and the veil which separated us for long aeons, the veil between realms, is beginning to burst. The door to the wedding feast is being opened, and I stand trembling on the doorstep, waiting to enter. The bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. Matthew 25:10.